Hello everyone, Speedy B here, back with the 1980 RS175 project bike. So this video in particular, actually, so we're going to be putting the clutch back together and just the clutch. Mostly we're replying to a comment here back. This was, well, the comment was from about a month ago, but the video was way back with the 1998 KX125 project bike. We took the clutch apart and someone asked if we could show like putting the clutch like back together, the way the plates go and all that. So that's what we're gonna do. And I told him, I was like, yep, it's like can do that, but we don't have specifically the 125. We have a different bike that needs, at least the clutch will be taken apart. So definitely can do that when we get the bike put back together. And I remembered actually to make the video. So that's what we got here. This clutch install kind of for the most part could be used for any bike, especially the order of the plates, because it's basically, from what I know, is the exact same across like all bikes, in terms of the order that they go. That's what I remember. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so there's two things with this video. First, to highlight that we've got a new outer clutch hub specifically for this bike. As you can see, this one has much better teeth. They're not broken up and destroyed like this, which is the old one. So we're not using that one. We're going to be using this one. And we're going to use this one. And like I said in the last video, the other one did fit. Just you had to get it lined up. You had to rotate tooth by tooth to make sure that, oh, I went too far. And it's a very tedious process. You see, you got to go one tooth at a time to ensure that. There we go. And look, that's on. So that's on. It's on there good. So now we're going to start getting into the plates in. And if you remember from the last video, I said these were reverse order. So the bottom plate is going to be the last plate that goes in, which is going to be your outermost plate. This is the top plate. That's going to be the first plate that we get put on, but obviously not yet because we got to get that inner clutch hub on. But I do have to stop real quick because I have to take the mic off because our receiver is about to die and I don't want the audio cutting out. So let me switch the audio real quick. Okay, so we got that done. So just quick context with that. So the receiver died because we were doing a lot of filming with Sully's and Alan's TW200s. We're doing some work on their bikes. So I had the receiver out. We were filming, and some of the video, I just turned the camera on, let it roll, grab it when I need to. And then, the receiver stayed out. And now the receiver's dead. And I came to film this video and I was like, receiver's dead. So I got to use the mic that's on the GoPro. It's not bad, but I have to scream a little bit more so that you can hear it, or just turn the volume up in editing. So but anyway, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna put this little washer right in there, pull this top cap off, and we're gonna get our inner clutch basket put on just like so. And I'm gonna spin. Now be careful of this little groove right here. That little, it's probably gonna be hard to see, that little groove. You have to line it up with this dot here on that plate. So that's something you got to be careful of, especially on this bike in particular, because it says that in the book. So that's what we're going to do. So next we're going to get the plates in. So this is going to be our first plate, and then this is our second, third, fourth, and then the one at the bottom is our last plate. So I'm going to set the camera down, and step by step I'll kind of talk and walk y'all through that a little bit. All right, so we're going to get the plates in. This is our first one, our friction plate. We'll just set that on in there like this, exactly like that. Okay, and then next we've got, stuck to it, a steel plate, and then same thing, we're gonna get that put in. Now I know technically, well, not technically, but people like to put the plates in oil and then kind of let them sit and soak before putting them in. The reason I'm not doing that is, first, I don't have the right oil that we're actually going to put in this bike right now. And second, we're going to most likely have this apart again to check for, what's it called? When we get the clutch running, to make sure that there's no issues. Because if the clutch still isn't working, we might have to take this stuff apart to check again, you know, or, you know, change some things, replace things, you know, because things look fine right now, everything checks out. But the thing I want to make sure is that it's gonna, you know, if we get the clutch back together and, you know, the clutch still doesn't like works funny, I guess you could say, then we'll have to take it back apart again. So that's the only reason I'm not doing that, because I strongly think we're gonna take it back apart again. But also, this clutch isn't going to be used for a good while, and also, like I said, we don't have the oil as of this moment, so just want to point that out for everybody. But the thing actually with this clutch, I want to talk actually about the basket. So the outer basket came in the spare engine that we received when we got the bike. Spare engine the previous owner had, and it had an outer clutch basket. And it actually, well, it had an outer and an inner, and both actually looked pretty good. But the outer one in particular, I was glad about because of the fact that it looked good. So then that gave me hope. I was like, oh, yes, we don't have to buy and wait, you know, an eternity for a new basket. You know, we have it. So why this video took forever to come out, I don't know. Well, I take that back. I do know we were doing T-dub work, so that's really why on that. So there's your order right there, putting the basket in. It's a friction plate, steel plate, friction plate, steel plate, friction plate, steel, and you start with a friction plate, you go to a steel plate, and you keep going in that order until you get to the end, and you will end with a steel plate or a friction plate here. Now on this one, the cap that goes on basically has a steel plate on it, so that's the thing with that. And then on this one in particular, we got to line up the what do you call it? Actually, no, shoot, I'm jumping the gun. We actually got to put our crush washer back on, and we got to put our washer on, and then we got to put the nut on. So I'm actually jumping the gun here a little bit. So no, you don't put that plate on yet, at least for this bike, most bikes. It's been a while since I've been inside another clutch, so I don't remember 100%, and I haven't actually done a whole lot of clutches. I've seen videos on a lot of different ones, but I haven't done that many myself. So I've seen a handful, but experience-wise, I haven't done that many. So that's kind of the thing with that. And actually, I probably should have tightened this down before putting all these plates in. So now that we got this back in, what we're going to do is we're going to take... Oh, wait, first, hold up. Friction there feels pretty good. So once the springs get in there, it should hold on. Anyway, so we got the little bump that's here, and I'll show you guys again. This little thing right here. And we've got to line it up with that dot right there. My head's in the way, or the camera is. Right there. Where is it? This thing. The little dot right there. So you just got to line those two things up, and that's what we're going to do. But also, we got to take this piece, part of the actuator, and get that put in here, and then we can get the plate on. So we got them lined up, and boom, put on. Now, for this clutch at least, we've got to get our pick. We got to get our pick back out and pull the springs and take these pins and put them in. So yeah, I'm gonna try. The first one might have to be done in terms of a cut, like I do it and then cut, because I have to hold the plate and do a lot more stuff to try and get it out. But once I get past that, it should be easier. Well, so I got the first one in pretty good, and I'm gonna actually go to the opposite end to really get so that the plate can have a better hold. I don't have to put my knee up to it anymore. Probably the one spring might just be enough though. All right, it's 2. 3 more. All right, guys, and there it is. Clutch put in, put back together, springs in, and everything. So, yep, kind of, you know, I know a little bit more of a shorter video. Oh, real quick, I don't think I explained this process. I think I did, but just in case I didn't, remember, you get your pick in, you pull that out, put your pin in, and get your pick out, move to the next one. It's pretty easy process, and it's actually easier to do once you get the hang of it, you know, getting the pick in, getting it out, and then the next one, and out, and out, and out. You know, it gets pretty simple after a while. So, yeah, I mean, that's it with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. You know, we're getting going with the project. You know, soon we got to get a couple more parts ordered. I think I mentioned in the last video from the whiteboard over here of stuff that needs to be done. So we need air filter, that's on the list, rear brake lever, I know I'm missing something. I know I am. Oh, kill switch, that's another one. And I think that's it, parts wise, of like the, oh, oil, oh, grips too, maybe, mainly because this at the end, and I've tried to push it on more and I can't get it on more, so maybe grips, maybe not, we'll see. But yeah, so that's pretty much it on that. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, shows us your appreciation in these videos. Got a question, you want to point something out, you know, drop it in the comments. We're always reading, answering comments. So Speedy B here, signing out. Remember, ride safe, enjoy every ride. Peace out.